Hello everyone, today we're gonna replace a garbage disposal. Just a standard, this is 1/3 horsepower residential. From the tools we will need one 5/16 screwdriver, one 3/8 screwdriver, Allen bar, and a flathead screwdriver. Step number one, we're gonna remove the plug from the wall. We're gonna unplug the disposal to make sure we won't get electrocuted and will work safely on it. Then we're gonna replace the clamp on the upper hose. We will need a 5/16 screwdriver in our case, or flat-headed screwdriver in order to replace that clamp. That's number one, and we're gonna pull the air gap hose off. Size of 3/8. Also, either with this kind of screwdriver, either with a flathead screwdriver. There's one screw here, there's one more screw right there behind. We're gonna remove those two screws is the next step. And we're also gonna unmount the housing right here on the pipe, for the drain line pipe. Okay, and next step, we're gonna remove this elbow all the way from the pipe. We see we're losing everything. We'll move it back and forward. And we're gonna remove this piece. So next step, we're gonna take the Allen bar, put it in the housing here, and we're gonna move it unclockwise towards this way, so we can move it. While you're doing it, you want to hold the disposal on the bottom because it's gonna fall. It's pretty heavy, so make sure you hold it good. Okay, this is how it's turning all the way. And next, we're just gonna grab the disposal and bring it down. And this is how it removes. Next step, we're gonna open the drainage for the dishwasher line. So make sure you do it, because sometimes if you forget, your dishwasher will have no spot to drain. So right here, if we look inside, there is a blockage, the plastic original blockage from the manufacturer. It's right there. We can see it right there. So we'll have to break it through. So you'll just put a flat screwdriver inside here, and you hit it on top to break through. Make sure all the ends breaks through, and that little piece will drop off inside of the disposal. Make sure after you break it through, so you see the opening, you will look inside of your disposal and you will look for the plastic pieces right there on the side. You see it inside there, so that's a piece you'll have to remove it. Make sure you pull it out, because otherwise it will block the new disposal. So next step, we're gonna put a disposal back on the mount on our faucet. This mount right here is optional to replace. If it's perfectly matching and it's not leaking, you don't have to replace it. So we can use exactly the same mount that sits there on the faucet. But in the mount on top here, we're gonna grab it on the bottom. We're gonna match the little housing right here with an opening that slides up, and we're gonna turn it. It's freely turns, you see, it's freely turns. We're gonna turn it on top and lock it in, just like this. You'll need 2 hands for it, so you're gonna lift the disposal up and rotate it here. Doesn't matter the position of the pipe right now, the opening, it does not matter at this moment, just because the disposal in the future will rotate any direction, wherever you need it. As you can see, disposal in the spot now. Pipes doesn't match. The next step, what we do, we take our tool back again, and we'll have to lock it in all the way. So we're gonna put it here, we're gonna move it all the way in. So now we have a disposal in the spot, firmly turn to the direction we need. Right here, we can always adjust it and move it to the direction what we need, either left or right. This has no problem, it doesn't have any effect. The next step is we're gonna put a drain hose from our dishwasher back in the spot, right here. As the clamp back with the hose, we can go to the next step. The next step will be to put in the little elbow that we removed originally back in the spot right here. Make sure to check that your new disposal will come with a kit of new parts, which is containing the new disposal containing parts: new piece, new elbow, new cover, new seal, and 2 new screws. Always use new screws, always use a seal. Okay, the seal you install first. Seal will go right here, just in the spot. It will just sit there. You don't need to do anything else, just like this. Don't forget to put a seal if you don't want your disposal to start leaking. If you're gonna use the new piece, you don't want to use the old piece, make sure that you'll remove these clamps here. It does not come with a new disposal, so you'll have to remove them. It's 2 pieces. So let's get them off. They just slides out, up. There's absolutely no difficulty. As you can see, easily slides out. So when you're gonna put a new one in, if you take a new piece, first thing first, you're gonna take the clamp and you're gonna move this clamp inside first. If you're using new piece according to the old piece, you can always cut it. You can see somebody not even cut it perfectly, even and that doesn't matter. You can cut it to the size you want it, just a regular handsaw, you know, with anything you have. Cut it to the size you want it and use it. Next step, we're gonna put the elbow, this elbow right here, back in the spot. First thing you wanna do, you wanna make sure that that piece goes inside, just like this. So you wanna make sure it goes in right here, and then you'll have to turn it towards your disposal. Make sure it fits. Do not put any screws, do not tie it up yet. Just put it on, twist it, turn it to direction to the disposal, put it in the right spot, and then tie the lower screw first. Next step, we're gonna put screws, new screws, 2 new screws. We're gonna put it back in this spot right here. Okay, next step, we're gonna put this clamp and screw it inside, right there on this side. This is how it would look in the place. It's all the way. Next step, we're gonna plug this puzzle in and we're gonna test it. We'll see how it works. We're gonna flip the switch, and this is how this puzzle. This is how it sounds. Looking brand new, all good. I hope the video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.